professional record consisting of 20 victories, including 14 wins coming by way of knockout with 4 defeats. Fighting out of Sincelejo, Colombia, the WBC, WBO, WBA Latino Light Flyweight Champion, the challenger, Carlos El Olímpico Tamara. And now introducing his opponent across the ring, wearing green with gold. Official weight 108 pounds. Professional record 26 victories, including 15 wins coming by way of knockout with only 2 defeats. From Narvacan, Ilocos Sur, Philippines, by way of Waipahu, Hawaii, the reigning, defending IBF Junior Flyweight Champion of the world, Brian, the Hawaiian Punch, Viloria.
You know that Brian is a counter-puncher and he is a very patient and thinking fighter. Carlos Tamara will do good for himself to move forward, be aggressive, but he has to be cautious because the right hand of Brian Viloria is what floors a lot of his opponents.
Well, Tamara, a very well-schooled fighter, but he has not been very busy. Only 2 fights last year, and both of those were just mere tune-ups in his home country of Colombia. 6 rounders. One of them took place in a parking lot. Now, before that, he had been ranked 2nd by the IBF, and he had taken a year off before that. So this is a very big step up for the talented Tamara to be fighting one of the best little men in the sport, Brian Viloria.
You know, attitudinally, Brian is coming into this fight and has said that he has learned a lot from the past 2-3 years of his career, and he is taking each fight as if it is his last fight. Carlos Tamara, on the other hand, is coming into this fight knowing that this is a fight of his life, and he did say that he got ready for this fight all his fighting, boxing life. So these 2 guys have something to prove, not just to us, but to themselves.
Brian Viloria has done his best throughout the week here in Manila to deflect any conversation about a showdown with Ivan Calderon, the Ring Magazine and WBO Junior Flyweight Champion. That's the one fight that everybody who follows this division wants to see. He says, I have no future. My future is today. And that's the kind of focus he has brought into this fight with Tamara. And you have to be like that. You cannot look ahead because boxing's the kind of sport one punch can change your entire career.
Carlos Tamara is doing exactly what we have expected him to do. He keeps on jabbing, throwing double jabs, keeping Brian Viloria away from him. Brian obviously is being very patient, the way we expected him to be, and he's moving in and moving out and using all those pivot movements to be able to derail the movement of the jabs coming from Carlos Tamara.
Feeling out round here between these 2 boxers. Viloria slightly busier in the first 2.5 minutes. But I can tell you that Tamara's confidence was sky high. They were talking some serious stuff, him and his handlers. Even this morning at breakfast, they were laughing it up and joking, so he's very relaxed. And they said, wait till you see we are coming home with this title. Well, that remains to be seen. So, fight scored round by round, 10-point must system. How do you score this round? Not much happening. Don't forget, in boxing, we score it round by round, a 10-point must system. The winner of each round gets 10. The loser will get 9 or less.
And just for everyone's perspective, after each round is scored by each of the judges, the scorecard is actually collected. So you don't have a chance to adjust the total score.
I expect the action to pick up considerably from here on in.
Well, if I may say so, obviously Tamara is ready for Brian Viloria in terms of how he is moving and the punches that he is throwing.
There's a good three-punch combination from Viloria a moment ago. On a good right upper from Viloria.
Yeah, but I have a good feeling that once one of them connects with a strong punch, the pace and the momentum of this fight will radically change.
Viloria talked about this throughout the week. It's all about adjustment. He really wouldn't give us his game plan. He just said, I'm going to adjust. And he did mention that the old Brian Viloria is definitely back, the guy who comes in and throws bunches of punches. Good right hand from Tamara landed there. You can see that Tamara, that reach advantage does appear to be noticeable.
Yeah, I think, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Good jab from Viloria and Tamara. This is a very scientific fight here.
You know, I saw Viloria spar 2 weeks ago when he just arrived. It was the last week of sparring. He went up against a very good Filipino fighter, Denver Tello, who was throwing bombs at him, and I know that he can take a lot of punches. Now, the punches that Carlos Tamara is throwing right now is not as near as the power of the punches I've seen Viloria receive in that sparring session. Hopefully, it continues to be this way so that Viloria will find a way to get that opening for his own combinations. However, Carlos Tamara is doing very well in terms of keeping Viloria at bay.
And he has come in here very focused, Tamara, and very determined, not afraid at all. And a good left counter from Brian Viloria. But Tamara maintaining the pressure. Ten seconds remaining in round number 2. Again, not an easy round to score.
You know, made him realize, made him think exactly what he wanted to do with his life and also what he wanted to do with boxing. And he made that decision, jumped back up, and now he's here defending his title for the second time.
Round number 3. Viloria in green. Tamara in the silver.
You can hear the corner of Brian Viloria calling out instructions, keep jabbing, Brian. They're telling Brian to keep on jabbing.
And Tamara not afraid to step in the pocket there and fire off a combination.
You know, you used a good word a while ago in the second round. You used the word pressure, and that's exactly what Tamara is doing. Just moving forward. He doesn't have to do a lot of things, but he is getting things done in terms of changing the fight plan of Brian Viloria and getting a few licks of his own.
Well, he's certainly letting Viloria know that he is here to win this title. Tamara's camp was excited to know that most Filipinos here were not giving him a chance. That only pumped him up even more, because the word was going around that he was more of a hand-picked opponent, but he was not indeed. He was an actual mandatory from the IBF. Even though he's ranked number 7, before his layoff, he was ranked number 2.
Well, and he's showing us exactly why. He does have the skills and the ability to match Brian Viloria, but 4-5 punch combinations from Viloria connecting.
Viloria starting to loosen up.
That's an attempt on a counter right straight by Viloria, which was the same kind of punch that floored Ulysses Solis for the championship. 4-punch combination by Tamara.
Left to the body for Viloria. Now that's the kind of good left jab that will get the attention of Tamara. It's been a very tactical fight so far. And Viloria beats Tamara to the punch. It'll go away and disappear. And he has the eye of the tiger back now. And he said under no circumstances is he going to allow anybody to take it from him. But Carlos Tamara thinking otherwise here, putting on good pressure. And this one's shaping up to be a close one.
Work rate for Viloria increasing right now in this round.
Here we go.
And Carlos Tamara obliging.
We had the feeling during this week that both of these guys would bring their A game and that they really meant business. I think, Mike, we are done with the feeling out rounds, and it's time to get down to the business end of things here.
Well, definitely. I think they both know already that what kind of punch they can take and what kind of punches they can throw. And at this point, it is now implementation time.
Pay attention to Viloria. Go to the body. Right there. He said that's what he was going to do to get the attention of Tamara. And Tamara buckled just a bit.
There's another one.
That's the adjustment. Go to the body.
He's hurt. You see that Tamara now is hurt. The crowd behind the homeboy, Brian Viloria.
On a good left from Viloria. What a statement from the Hawaiian Punch. His trainer, Robert Garcia, says he hits like a featherweight. And I think Tamara is feeling it right now. Another punch to the body.
Well, he's lost the distance. Tamara's lost the distance. He's fighting Viloria toe-to-toe. There is no space between the two of them at this point. I think that's a wrong tactic or strategy for Tamara, but it's good for Viloria. And he's connecting with body shots.
Yes, indeed. Brian just has to watch out that he doesn't get clocked inside there. But he's enjoying going to the body. And it is really effective.
You know, the little that I know of Brian, I think he knows that he can take the punches of Tamara and he's not afraid to really slug it out with him at this point. And he is hurting Tamara.
By far the best round of the fight for Brian Viloria. Crowd hanging on every blow. On a good right hand from Viloria. That's the right hand that he decked Ulysses Solis with to win the title 10 months ago in Manila. And that punch revitalizing his career.
Well, it was the same punch against Eric Ortiz, if I remember correctly. So Carlos Tamara better be wary about that right hand of Brian Viloria. But he has another problem. That left hand thrown as a jab sets up that right hand of Brian Viloria. You see the confidence level, Ted, of Brian just shooting up at this point. He's not backing up as much as he did in the first two rounds. He's waiting for that moment to get in again, and you know he's going to go to the body.
See, both these fighters were, talking some stuff here and exhibiting confidence in the week leading up to the fight, but it's really Viloria has the real confidence born of experience. Tamara has not fought a lot in the last 2 years. He was just happy to get this fight against Viloria and this opportunity.
But you do see that 1-inch reach advantage of Tamara whenever he throws a jab and Brian tries to retaliate with his own jab. There is this moment of just the moment when Viloria cannot reach out to Tamara, but it's a good thing that Viloria does have a right hand that follows the jab.
Viloria really settling into this fight and looking very comfortable.
Well, Tamara's getting back into this fight a bit. The right hand by Brian connecting.
Yeah, Tamara does better when there's that distance.
Yes.
Oh, good left hand there.
In that previous round, the fourth round, when Viloria dominated, it was also partly the fault of Tamara because he did close in and did not allow himself that distance to be able to throw those punches. But right now, in the fifth round, he's giving Viloria more difficult time to be able to pummel him to the body.
But Tamara is still eating leather from different angles other than the body. So we are coming to the end of round number 5. It's scheduled for 12. Round number 6.
Tamara is slowing down a bit as Brian Viloria is able to counter with 1-2 combinations. He wasn't able to do that in the first couple of rounds. He's only countering with the left jab. But right now he's able to counter with the 1-2 combination. And Tamara is giving him that opportunity.
Whatever Tamara brings, Viloria has the answer. Now here we go inside.
Well, this is where Tamara doesn't want to go. And this is what Brian wants to do. Let's see if there's a change in tactic from Carlos Tamara. But what's interesting, Ted, about Carlos Tamara is he is multidimensional. In other words, he brings in several types of fighting styles. And you know that he's comfortable with it. He's fighting at a distance. He's trying it out. He comes in. He throws good body punches. And he pivots very well. Look at that. He pivots to the right as he moves. He throws his right hand. And you know that he's ready for Brian Viloria. And he has practiced well for this fight.
Well, just like Viloria, he did train for about 3 months. They knew about this fight back in October. But so far, he has not been able to hurt Viloria at all.
No, that was a clean punch from Carlos Tamara, which Brian mistakes.
Just shakes off. Psychologically, that can devastate a fighter. Sometimes you hit your opponent with everything you have, and he doesn't go anywhere. He just walks right through it. Well, you can feel the confidence of Viloria right here at ringside.
A hook straight hook combination from Carlos Tamara connecting, but it doesn't have enough power to really bother Viloria. And he's running out of rounds. If that power was there, he could throw more powerful punches in the first few rounds. But now, as the fight progresses, obviously that power in those punches will start to diminish.
And right here, Tamara throwing everything at Viloria. And let's see how much he has left in the tank.
He's hurt. Tamara's hurt again. A body shot. A right uppercut from Brian Viloria.
The face starting to swell of Tamara. So round number 7, scheduled for 12. The IBF Junior Flyweight Championship on the line. Viloria in green, the champion. Tamara, the challenger, in silver.
You know, each round will always have an effect on the next round. And you see the kind of movement that Carlos Tamara is bringing now. He now is becoming more aggressive. We talked about cautious aggression, which he was doing actually in the first couple of rounds. But now he has to keep on moving forward. He knows he's behind on points. But because of that, Viloria has more opportunities to counter.
Viloria's had a lot of success going to the body. There's a good left from Tamara. And a good right.
But as you said a while ago, he's just shaking it off, taking it. He's not even flustered by it. And he's just keeping the pace. And I'm talking about Viloria. You can hear Robert Garcia's voice over the noise around the Coliseum right now, and Viloria is responding to every one of them, asking for combinations. He does throw that. Robert Garcia asking Brian to be first, and whenever he can, he will.
Tamara applying the pressure, chasing Viloria. Good left to the midsection. Viloria's corner calling for the jab right there. And Tamara not able to land any of those.
Well, nevertheless, I think at this point of this round, he's throwing a lot more punches than Brian. Do you get the same feeling that the power is really gone in the punches of Carlos?
Oh, yeah, and he just got tagged with a big right hand from Viloria. That's the money punch. That's the one he floored Ulysses Solis with 10 months ago here in Manila to win the title. "20 seconds remaining, now down to 10. So Viloria's tasted just about everything that Tamara can throw at him and doesn't appear bothered by any of it.
And that's what confuses Carlos Tamara.
So round number 8, scheduled for 12. After the first few rounds of feeling out rounds, Brian Viloria has really turned it on. A good all-around effort. He worked the body in round number 4 and really stunned Tamara. Then Tamara stayed away in round number 5, and Brian tagged him from outside.
Oh, great counter right by Brian Viloria. And you see the speed, the hand speed and the timing still there for the Hawaiian punch.
I think Brian, as we were saying early on, just feeling very confident in his ability to adjust. He talked about that. Whatever Tamara brings, he said, I will adjust.
You know, at this point of the fight, there are two things that you have to really look at. One is Brian can take the punches of Carlos. Two, it's obvious that the punches of Brian is so much more powerful than that of Carlos.
Oh, too good. Left hook. And the crowd senses it. The Hawaiian punch pouring it on. Ready for more.
There you go. That's the famous Viloria shuffle when he knows he has the upper hand.
Well, the face of Carlos Tamara is just red and puffing up more and more.
You see the patience that Brian has developed over the last 2 years, and the choices of combinations and punches that he's throwing at this point. You've never seen that before when he was having trouble with his career. But right now, you know that he is in total control, and he knows exactly what to do on top of that ring.
This is what eating barbed wire will do for you for 3.5 months. It builds up your confidence.
Man, nails and barbed wire, huh?
That's it for breakfast.
You can hear that over the microphones. Be first, Brian, be first. Even at this point, leading in the fight, the corner is shouting, be first, Brian. Tamara is still trying. He's throwing 1-2 combinations.
We go with round number 9 of 12.
You know, sometimes we forget that a boxing match, even if you only see the boxer on top, it is actually a team sport in the sense. You have a support team right there at the corner telling you what to do. The things that you cannot see while you're actually fighting, they see and they tell you what to do.
Tamara trying to pour it on.
Oh no, Brian has to get away from this.
Tamara landing. This is his best part of the fight so far.
Brian got tagged. Viloria got tired.
Yes, indeed. Viloria gets tagged again.
Now Viloria holds on.
But Brian just seems to have a confidence that he can walk right through all of this. Will this be Tamara's last gasp? Not a lot of those are landing.
Yeah, it's moments like this you just gotta believe on the 3.5 months training regimen that you went through. You see your fighter in this position, getting tagged, even if he's leading on points, you have to believe that there is something in there that you put in the last 3.5 months that will take him away from this situation and that he will be able to bounce back.
So Tamara continuing to apply the pressure. Nothing too heavy there. But if this continues, he'll at least be able to get the round.
Great connection by both fighters. Right hands connecting.
Certainly whatever that Tamara brings into this fight, he hasn't been able to hurt Viloria, and Viloria knows it.
Well, an obvious slowdown from the pace of Viloria, allowing Tamara to get this round. And obviously he took advantage of this. He connected and threw a lot of punches. Was very busy in this round.
Good right hand from Viloria. Don't know if it's going to be enough to get him the round, though. We'll have to give that one. We're coming to you from Manila in the Philippines. The champion, Brian Viloria, in the green trunks. The challenger from Colombia, Carlos Tamara. A very game challenger and a guy with some great skills. Good left hand from Viloria. Good left in return from Tamara.
A 1-2 combination from Tamara.
Oh, and he hits Viloria with another one, and a big exchange right there. Tamara showing some serious guts and desire.
Well, at this point, Brian has to step up. He has to go back to his fight plan. Counter when he can.
Boy, obviously Tamara digging deep into the well, and he's going to force Viloria to do the same to win this fight.
He obviously came for this fight ready. And again, I go back to what he said during the press con. He has been training all his life for a fight like this.
Boy, Viloria was right and not to look past this guy. A tough opponent who came in here just as in great a shape as Viloria did. Boy, what a terrific round of boxing here. Great exchange.
I'll give you a little information, Ted. The last 2 days, Carlos Tamara trained at Punch Out on Wednesday, and he never came back on Thursday and Friday because they said they were already ready and they were already at the weight level and that he was ready for the fight today. So it does say something about the preparation of this guy.
I'm impressed with the Colombian's guts and courage because he was getting beaten up earlier and he has really hung in there and come back. So last 20 seconds here, round number 10. Who wants it more? World title, IBF junior flyweight belt on the line. That's a slip. And there goes the bell, ending round. Can happen, 6 minutes to go. Viloria comes out swinging right away. This is going to be good. Oh man, Tamara unloading on Viloria. Viloria's in trouble. Absolutely incredible. Can the Hawaiian punch hold on? And how much does the Colombian have in the gas tank?
Sudden reversal of roles here, ladies and gentlemen. Carlos Tamara just moving up, throwing like there's no tomorrow. Viloria sucking it up, taking everything.
Oh, Viloria is in serious pain. He's going to have to dig deep, but so is Tamara. Mike, this thing could go either way. I can't believe the stamina of Carlos Tamara. Incredible. Just doesn't stop throwing. He may need to knock out the Colombian. He may be behind on the scorecards.
But the way he's fighting at this point and the way Viloria is moving, I think there is the close possibility But you have to trust the training of Viloria. He can come back. And that's what everyone in this Coliseum is waiting for.
This is why you stay over the holidays and you work out. The blood, the sweat, the tears, you stay away from your family. Who wants it more? Who can out-hustle who?
Well, the adrenaline is now pumping on the side of Carlos Tamara. You don't see any sign of getting tired. He knows he has Brian's number. Starting in the 10th, the 9th, the 10th, now it's the 11th round. He is still more aggressive. He is applying pressure, throwing more punches than Viloria is.
Viloria hanging on. Brian Viloria had control of this fight in the middle rounds, but the tremendous conditioning combined with the superb talent of Carlos Tamara has brought him back. Last 10 seconds. Oh, this is going to be good, this last round. My goodness, what a round for Carlos. Manila urging on Viloria, and the fighters touch gloves, and referee Bruce McTavish signals for the proceedings to begin, and here we go. Tamara starting out strong. The thing is, could you give a 10-8 round to Tamara in the last round? Viloria just trying to get away, hoping to sneak something in. But he is the picture of exhaustion. Tamara,
go ahead, Ted.
Tamara clearly sensing the chance of a lifetime.
Where is this energy coming from Carlos Tamara? If we follow our unofficial scorecards, and we kept on saying that Viloria is ahead on points, but Tamara just...
Oh, Tamara rocked Viloria, and Viloria is hanging on again. But a great right hand from the Hawaiian punch. Wow, as good as you'll see. Oh, that's a push, a slip and a push.
Viloria is visibly tired, Ted. Viloria is visibly tired. The second wind now.
He's the picture of exhaustion. He can barely stand up. I don't know if he can last the next minute.
We still have 1 minute and 24 seconds left in this fight. Viloria has to hold on.
Tamara sensing a chance of a lifetime, and it's over! It is over! Carlos Tamara with a shocking upset of Brian Viloria. And Carlos Tamara is the new IBF Junior Flyweight Champion of the world.
Brian's side, he knew that he can outbox Brian Viloria.
1 minute, 45 seconds of the 12th round. A winner by technical knockout and new IBF Junior Flyweight Champion of the World, Carlos Tamara.
All right, and that was the official announcement. Carlos Tamara wins over Brian Viloria.
For the former world champion, Brian the White Punch